I'm going to talk about how to deliver and how to delight your new customers so they'll refer more people to you. Here's the sad fact. Most businesses stop at making the first sale. The easiest people to sell to are people that have already bought from you before. Or at least they know other people just like them who would be interested in engaging with you. Okay? So one of the questions that you get, I think 30 days into the Next Level Growth Program is, do you know another business owner that would benefit from what we've got to offer here? So why would we deliver and delight our customers? Well, customers are the best source of referrals. Customers and new customers are 5 times more likely to buy again than certainly previous customers. Happy customers are likely to buy it again and again. And by going through a process in the playbook I'm going to explain to you, you're going to be able to, certainly if you're a recurring revenue business or have any recurring revenue in your business, then you're going to definitely reduce churn, which is a big factor in attrition. Also reduce buyer's remorse as well. So this is a big factor, certainly for higher ticket items, where people make decisions based on emotions sometimes, and you don't reaffirm to them. Remember me saying the prior positive actions before. You're not reaffirming to them the reason why they took the decision. Reselling people on the reason why they made the decision in the first place is a great way to reduce buyer's remorse. And of course, refunds. So let's talk about the new customer welcome campaign. First step of this is obviously to welcome people to the family. Okay? Welcome to Next Level Business. Reaffirm their prior positive action. Then provide direction for the support that they can have that they didn't know maybe existed. So with Next Level Growth, they get 2 Q&A calls with me per week. With Next Level Scale, we have a mastermind call every single Monday with me. Okay? The support. But also they get the Facebook group and the community, and they also get help articles, and they also get standard operating practices, and they also get access to the learning portal and all this stuff. If I don't tell you that stuff and you go, you know what, I've been stuck at this revenue now, what seemingly like forever, I've been part of your program for this long and it's not really working for me. What I really would like is just some more help, but I'm not really getting it, so it's been good and all, but I'm just going to continue to just keep on buying programs forever and a day and never actually move my business forward. Great, okay, good. Well, you might not have known that these are the support mechanisms that are available to you. And also, the big factor in follow-up is, certainly in doing so, is to actually dissipate away from just email. It's a great opportunity to do multi-step, multimedia, offline marketing, because you can spend money now on these people. Okay? So one of the things that we're looking into with Next Level Growth is actually putting together a physical package that we send to people. Okay? That has a big thud factor for people when they get all of that stuff. Right? It's a big thing. But even as simple as sending a new customer welcome letter and a simple email, or maybe some kind of ringless voicemail or something from the CEO and founder, right, is an experience that will be very positive for them.
What do you think about phone calls?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
As soon as they become a paid member,
yeah.
staff immediately.
Absolutely. It provides a perfect opportunity to pre-frame the future relationship. So, for example, when you buy Next Level Growth today, where do you think you go? Next Level Scale. But that's only right for a certain number of, certain type of person, and you'll know when you're that person that needs to go to Next Level Scale. And I'll explain that to you and pre-frame that relationship to you so you can get the most value from it. So here's what's in the playbook. Welcome to the family. We leverage the offline media by sending a welcome package to them. Again, we do all of this through Infusionsoft to put together a fulfillment list. So actually, you don't have to mail this stuff yourself. So, in the law practice, for example, you may have people that can do this for you, that can have a list on their dashboard of all the new customer welcome letters they need to send today. Great, no problem. But equally, it could be a welcome package. Has anybody heard of ShipZoom? They're in Boise. So ShipZoom, what they do is you can send them a whole package of different things. They will collate it for you, and then they'll send it transactionally when you need to fulfill it. So what's great about that is you can actually have somebody put together a really nice welcome package with lots of different things as part of it. They will collate it together, and then they'll send it all in one go. You haven't got to have all of that inventory. And what they charge you for is by the crate of what they stock. So there's a crate that's there, and they go, that's how much it is per month. And it starts at like $50 a month to do that. And then the deliveries are really, really cheap. So you can just send them everything. They'll package everything together and send stuff out. Great for welcome boxes, great for referral incentives, whatever you need to do. Cool. Net Promoter Scoring. Does anybody use NPS at all in their business right now? You do? Anybody else? Okay. All right, cool. So Net Promoter Scoring, I'm going to explain this kind of high level for you, but this is all part of the welcome, deliver, and delight. For everybody, if you sell to people and you have customers that pay you money, this is something that everybody should be doing. Okay? Because it's easy, it's simple, it's fast, it's easy for them, it's very low friction for them to actually complete. It gives you instant feedback loop that we need, which I was talking about here. It segments the people that are the happiest from those people that we could have worked harder or done things differently with. We can do conditional automated follow-up based upon the segments that they fall into, based upon their responses. And then we can deal with queries, concerns, and questions that they've got as they come up to reduce chargebacks, to reduce refunds, to reduce issues and support. And one thing that not a lot of people do, now the way that I explain this is you're going to want to take the playbook out of the program and go and put it to work immediately into your business. But putting it to work to implement it is pretty straightforward to just automate the process of any new customer going through a Net Promoter campaign. But what you should also do is you should actually do Net Promoter Scoring every 90 days. This is very important, especially for software businesses where their experiences can sometimes change over time, okay? And so, it depends on the frequency of your post-sale stuff that you're doing and the way that that's choreographed. But certainly if somebody's part of a program, so you came to, when we were in Austin doing Mastermind, you got an NPS survey, right? And then you'll get another one in line with after the Mastermind for the next time, and the next one. What do you think we're going to do with Randy's NPS survey that he did from the Mastermind? We're going to compare the two, but from his first feedback, we're going to iterate. Do you remember the process flow that I showed you here? Input, process, output, feedback loop. Based upon his feedback from that and other feedback we got, what are we going to do? We're going to improve the experience. Okay? And you can actually have a company-wide metric for NPS. And so this is how NPS works for those of you who don't know. There are 3 segments to every new customer that you put them through. They're asking for your new customers to select from. If they score you, it's a very simple question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to refer your friends, family, or colleagues? No, don't need to. But you could use the embedded NPS feature if you wanted to. But I'm going to share with you that there's loads of NPS software out there. I would personally automate the whole thing through Infusionsoft, but it's entirely up to you how you do it. But this is how we do it. All of it, it's very, very simple, very simple question. With that one question, your customers are going to go and feed into 3 different categories: detractors, passive, or promoters. And then what you can do is you can calculate your NPS score between those promoters and their detractors. Now, the beauty with this is you can then recognize and reward your customer support team based upon these actual numbers. Because I love managing people by numbers. Okay? Because everybody can talk a good game, but when it comes down to actually delivering and providing a great experience for people, there's nothing better than actually qualifying what that actually looks like. You can do that with getting this. So a company can have a company-wide net promoter score that we're either in tolerance with or we're out of tolerance with. And don't think that it's just small businesses that do this or just big businesses that do this. Do these all look very similar to you? Charlie, Wistia, they're all doing this stuff. Indeed, Airbnb, all of these different examples of asking the same question using NPS. And so you can take what these other businesses are doing and put it to work in your business so you can provide excellent experiences for them. And so we have a playbook for this. Again, all the copies written for it. You send it to your new customers. It automatically segments these people into different areas and then follows them up. So here's the thing that always frustrates me when I see businesses do this. They do something good, which is they say, congratulations and welcome to the family, okay? Because you're a new customer. They did something good. They followed up with me after I bought something. Fantastic. But then they make a presumption that the experience was fantastic. Because then what they do is hey, would you mind going to Trustpilot or going here and giving us a review? Well, they're making an assumption that I actually had a great experience. They're not actually asking me, would I refer somebody else to them? So what this is allowing me to do then is actually dynamically put them into a series of messages to say, hey, thanks so much for letting us know you had a great experience. Now let's get you to get a testimonial. What happens then after they've given us a testimonial? We move on to referral. But we've got to do it in that order to make it work. Now, if they're passive, meaning they didn't score as a 9 or a 10, we obviously want to ask them what we could have done to improve the experience. And of course, if they're a detractor, and people buy from you who are not happy, right, but they don't say anything, those are the people that are the most dangerous. Those are the people that are the most dangerous. Because you don't, if you don't ask the question, you just simply don't know. So you want to follow up with them. And of course, we can then, if we look at this example here now of moving people into the feedback form, we've got these different flows that they're going into. So if they're a 9 or a 10, we can then put them into a series of 4 emails, but that's not just online, but also offline to drive the actions that we want. So we can drive them to request a testimonial. They didn't, okay? Send them a reminder, okay, cool. And then put them into a referral request and even send them offline media to get them to take the action that we actually want them to. And all in the playbooks, there's all these, all of the pages and stuff that you need to hook this up as well. So once we actually have, a successful new welcome campaign set up, the next thing we want to do is referral. And I don't really care what business you're in the business of getting more leads and getting more customers. And that's the reason why, for those positive experiences, for those promoters, now we can lead them forward to, just like eating at a good restaurant, you want to tell your friends and family about it. So here's how we can work together, and here's what this referral looks like. Now, by the way, who got the referral for this event? Referral thing, you got it through? Okay. So what we did, so we did it exactly the same. So you bought a ticket to this event. We then sent you to a page that said, hey, so you can use this referral tracking link below this video, and you can refer it to people, and you can even earn money from sending people to us here to refer. Okay? It's a free form of advertising. And so you need a referral system. You can incentivize your best customers to refer their friends, family, and colleagues, and reward them handsomely and create a reward system for doing so. So let's talk a little bit about these people that you sell to. They become your customers. And you know, as I've already explained, that the customers, it isn't just about stopping at the first sale. It's about continuing the relationship through. So let's determine when a customer is lost. Think about it in your business. When do we actually determine that a customer is lost? Is it that they stop opening emails? Is it about email engagement? Is it about them not showing up to their coaching calls? Showing up to their Q&A calls? So this is where we can start to use recency, frequency, and monetary tracking to understand where people are in their life cycle as a customer. And we can actually automate that process of doing recency, frequency, and monetary tracking. And then we can even conditionally segment our best customers that have spent a lot of money with us, or conditionally set off different actions when they spend so much money with us over a period of time. So there can be different tolerances that we can put in place that when somebody has spent more money, then we can reward them. And we can sequentially market to them with different media as well. Now, there are 6 main reasons why customers don't return to you. Number 1 is price. Okay, they bought once, but whatever you offered now, isn't, they're not going to go through the experience of buying from you again because it was too expensive the first time, they didn't get value. They moved away, people move address. Maybe it was a lousy service or poor product, or they found a new resource. But the biggest reason why people don't return, they forget. And it's not your customer's job to remember to do business with you. It's your job to remind them. That's the reason why these systems and these playbooks have to be set up. And when you do, and when you have a playbook set up, it really, really is very illuminating to you who your best customers are. Who are the people that you want to encourage people to refer to you? Who are the people that we actually need to reach out to prevent a poor experience? We want everybody to have positive experience with every action that they take with us. And so these campaigns, both the new lead follow-up campaign, a 9-word email, 72-hour cash flow surge, the Net Promoter Score campaign, the new customer welcome campaign, and the referral campaign are all part of Next Level Growth. So for those of you who already got this, implement it. You'll enjoy it. And it's all part of the Automation Playbook Library. So for those of you who don't have Next Level Growth, before we go for a break, I'll just explain to you real briefly about what it is in case you guys want to enroll today and be part of it. So here's what you get as part of this, and some of the things we've already spoken about this morning. First is week 1, we talk about creating your vision. This is really laying the foundations to scale to a next level business. Things that we spoke about this morning, all of the tools, templates, resources are there for you. Then week 2, we talk about building a growth team. So you get an in-house full stack marketer and start developing a growth team. All of the sales page that we put in there, even the automation campaign, the Trello board setup, and everything that you need to actually hire people through organic and paid attractions in there. Marketing fundamentals is all about scripting all of your messaging to have a brand script and to have messaging that's aligned so there's a perfect message to market match for all your advertising and all your follow-up. Your inbound selling system is about your phone funnel framework to actually develop a predictable and consistent way of generating customers on demand. Then week 5, we talk about the automation playbook, which is all the campaigns that we've got here to create dynamic lead to customer experiences for every single lead, prospect, and customer. So you get all of the campaigns, all written by our good friend, Mr. Kevin Hill, over there, and put together by Steve, obviously, as well. All of these can be pushed straight into your Infusionsoft application. There are 12 playbooks, is there, in total? That are already pre-built with all of the copy and all of the automation set up for you as well. And if you're not an Infusionsoft user, that's totally cool. We also will give you 3 months free Infusionsoft with this as well. We then talk about Facebook Advertising Alchemy, which I'm really, really looking forward to you learning about. Who's been on Facebook Fridays out of you guys? Yeah? Valuable? So we spend $500,000 a month on Facebook advertising. So there isn't a few things that we don't know. I don't listen to anybody that doesn't spend more than that. So why would I? What's the point? So we share all of our tracking templates and everything that we do in our agency with you as well. And then measurement and scaling. So this is both from a numerical standpoint, but also from a business standpoint. And then also, how do you have an 8-figure mindset? How do you go to that next level as well? So you get all of these things with next level growth, all of the playbooks I've talked about. And one of the biggest things is like mentorship and giving you support. So you have 2 Q&A calls with me weekly on different time zones, just in case you're worried about that. And you have the next level Facebook community, and you have lifetime access to the product for you and your team as well. So you get all of that stuff. And you can speak to these guys about enrolling and finding out if it's a good fit for you on the break or at lunch. And we can go and have some lunch, and then we'll return back. I'm only like mildly out of sync here, only by about half an hour. So that's good news. So go ahead and do that, and I'll be around at lunch. We're going to eat lunch in here. So lunch is at the back. Go ahead, get whatever you need, and look forward to connecting with you. All right, cheers.